Having accessed the patient's record, it will of course default to clinical workflow, and therefore you may want to look at the results, lab results, diagnostic results, vital signs. They'll all be recorded here under the headings. You may then want to go to record things such as presenting complaints, and then sign. So all you need to do is free type into the boxes and then save. You can, of course, add even after you've signed. And add to that record. And remember to refresh the individual boxes. These icons refresh just the box, just the section that you've been working on. There again, you can add, you can remove, and then save again, refresh. These individual refresh buttons will cut down on the amount of time you would eventually need to refresh the entire screen. So we recommend that you get into the habit of refreshing as you go along. Review of systems. In this case, you might want to use the Manage Auto Text functionality. The Manage Auto Text allows you to record a paragraph, a template, a spelling for use later on, and it will save you a great deal of time, even though it may take a bit of time to set up initially. So if I want to set up a template for review of systems, I'd probably put the headings and then copy it. Go to Manage Auto Text. Remember the plus to add anything. And in the description, I would put review of systems and the abbreviation as ROS. We recommend that you add a hash, a full stop, an asterisk, whatever you prefer, after the abbreviation to identify it as an auto text abbreviation. Create the actual auto text and then click Save. Check the details. Now in future, all you need to do is type in the abbreviation. It comes up with the actual abbreviation there in the box, and then enter. Auto text is available to you wherever you are able to free text. And then save. Remember that you can add information and you can remove information. And keep updating what you're writing in there. Clinical summary. Once again, you have the auto text option. Now, you can continue down the screen, or you can jump to the individual headings that you require at any stage. That heading will always jump to the top of the screen as a result. And then save. Problem list. Problem list will create alerts at the top so that you can access it immediately. Problem list will allow you to record chronic problems. Note how hovering over the heading underlines it. That tells me that I can access it from here. Problem list. And it will bring through the diagnosis and problems heading and screen. Do you see how here in the black menu it jumps down to diagnoses and problems? So there are various ways of accessing it. Add, and in this case we're going to add that the patient is asthmatic. Now you can look it up here in one of the folders, or you can type it directly into the field and then click on the binoculars. And it should come up relatively quickly, not as slowly as this. There you go. You can add optional information, but importantly, you must remember to change the classification from no flag, in this case, to clinical risk. And then you could add another and carry on. Or you can cancel that, go back to clinical workflow, and in this case, go on to histories. Needless to say, although we've been going through this list systematically, you wouldn't want to do that. In reality, you would be picking out the individual headings as you need them. Histories, I hover over it and it shows me that I can access it from this point. There are problems that could be recorded, procedures, and family. We shall add some family history here. So once again, plus for adding information. And here we have columns: father, mother, brother, sister, son, daughter, or we can click on here and add another relative. We can record that father had heart disease, or by double clicking, we can actually add more information. Father died at the age of 61 of ischemic heart disease. You might want to type in a comment and then click OK. You can also choose the actual disorder from this list. So in future, any clinician wanting to see the family history would click on histories, click here on histories. Note how in the black menu it jumps down to histories. Double click in there and view the information. You can also add a condition to the quick list. This is obviously not an exhaustive list, so you would go to quick list, click on the search icon, click on search, search by name, click on it here, double click to bring it down to the scratch pad, click OK. And now you've recorded that the mother suffered from idiopathic intracranial hypertension. You could add more information here, etc. And then click OK. Go back to the interactive menu, and we're now going to record the allergies. Going back to histories for a moment, note that we did not refresh that section. Refreshing the entire record will bring through the flag alert. So if you click on the flag alert, do you see how it's brought through the fact that the patient has asthma, which is a clinical risk? Let's go back to histories and then allergies. Allergies at the moment are recorded as no known allergies, but we're going to change that. So once again, it's underlined when you hover over it, so you can click on there. Once again, here in the black menu, it jumps down to allergies. Click Add. And if it's a drug allergy, you can type directly into the field. In fact, you must, because there isn't a folder for medications here. Omeprazole, click on there, highlight it here in the box, and then click OK. Reactions, there is a folder for reactions, and if we double click on difficulty breathing, it'll come through with a key icon which tells us that it's been chosen from the list with its code. And then you would go to severity and click on drug. We can click on OK and add new to add another allergy. Now, before we do that, the system wants to know that wants us to be aware that it was recorded as no known allergies earlier. Do we want to go ahead and change that? Yes. Now, we can't type in another allergy directly into the field. That won't come up. As you can see, it doesn't come through. The only time we can type an allergy in there directly, or a substance in there directly, is for a drug. So we must choose this from the folder, and we would go to food, banana, and there it is, it's filled it in. The reactions, once again, double click, severity, and then click food. And now we've recorded the allergies. Note how drug allergies always have a green tick next to them. Let's go back to the default clinical workflow. And we will go on to deal with medications and orders and documents later.